G'day guys, Matt from Tradie Web Guys here. Just running a quick tutorial on teaching you guys how you can access your admin panel from within Google. So that's where you would go if you needed to add email accounts, if you were the administrator of the account. So you can add email accounts, you can control people's settings, you can delete accounts, you can do all that kind of stuff. So this is your Google homepage here. There's a couple of ways that we can get into the admin panel. I'll show you the first way, which is just going to admin.google.com, logging in under your domain. And that there is your admin console. The other way that you can get into it is through your Gmail. This is probably the way that I prefer to. If you're the administrator, you can do this. If you're not, then you can't. And there's this button right up here. So we can click on this button and that will take us down to all these tabs here. We can go to more and there's admin. So there we are, back in the admin panel. Now, this is where you can control setting up your company profile. So you'll see in my email here, I've got my logo at the top there. I've created like a bit of a backdrop with one of the logos. So you can do all that through your admin console. If you go to company profile, you'll see it will be able to let you change your name of your company and stuff like that. So what your organization name's listed as, the primary administrator account, the secondary email account. So this is an address that would be outside of your domain, and a bunch of other things here, language preference, etc., etc. And there's also a Google Analytics set up there, which is probably a good idea if your website's up and running. If your clients are mine, that would probably be the case. Communications preferences, so you can also control the types of emails that you want to receive. So just have a look through there. You can personalize it, so you can add your logos. You can see there I've done. It does give you a pixel size down here, so yeah, make sure you get that right, otherwise it won't work. That's pretty much all you need to know there. So in controlling your users or your billing and stuff, this is where that all works from. So this would have already been set up for you guys in order for your accounts to be open, but yeah, you can see there, this is my account, so I've actually got 2 at the moment running. You guys may have more, you may have less, it just depends. And then of course we can come in here and we can actually see the users. So there's myself down there as the administrator, and then I've got Shannon in there also. And so if I click on Shannon's account there, I can actually admin it. I can actually get in there. If that position changes, I can reset that password. I can add a user to the group. I can rename the user as well. So at the moment it's management and it's Shannon. But if I wanted to change that to somebody else, I can control that from within the control panel as the administrator. Back into the console. So you can control all of your all of the Google apps as well. So you can allocate which apps you want for which people within your organization. So not everyone, I've pretty much got everything on here because I want everyone to be able to use all of the suite. But if you didn't want someone to be able to use Hangouts, for example, then you can isolate that within their account. This gives you an option also as you can add to, so there's other things you might want to add to your console. this here's your support. So if you actually needed to get help from Google themselves, I would be surprised if you did, but this is where you would go to do it. And it actually gives you a PIN number here, so whenever you need to physically speak to anyone, you can call that number and they'll ask you for a PIN number, which is that number there, and that always changes, so you have to have that handy. So you always access your PIN through your console as the administrator. So that's pretty much that. Your devices already should be set up, so this allows you to manage, I suppose, what, if you got, is it syncing for Android, is it syncing for iPhones and that sort of stuff. You can do all that through here. Google Play settings. Anyway, you can have a play with that if you need to. Probably a lot of this stuff you shouldn't have to play with, but it's good to know it's there anyway. And that pretty much sums that up.